submitted. Resistance is futile. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's true.
Bunch of slap-jawed faggots around here.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to Guinea Pigs Nibbling Live. Oh, it's been a hot minute since I've been able to do this. With all the problems that I've been having lately, kind of put all this stuff on the back burner as I've been trying to heal and trying to get everything righted in this sinking ship. But not alone. Joined by some good friends here. Got superfan Adam Shawhan.
Yeah, man. You betcha. We're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. I don't know what we're doing, but we got toys. Wait a minute. You expect me to know what we're doing? Guinea Pig Nibbling Live is all about chaos. It's what this show has always been about. It's whatever we feel like talking about. And, of course, we're also joined by Slasher. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
Another beautiful day in the neighborhood, right?
Not this neighborhood.
Not this day.
Not this time. Not ever. What's going on? Iceman Modler was the first one to jump in the chat. And Cotton, what's going on? Cotton, man, always good to see you, buddy. Hope that you're all doing well. Yeah, man, talk about, I've already mentioned why my absence took place. And, with all the bullshit that's been going on with YouTube lately, it's kind of hilarious. This long, protracted absence of not putting up videos or shorts somehow have affected my channel in a positive light, and I don't understand how that works at all. I don't get it. The only thing that's been going up on my channel is the toy show once a week, and nothing else. And somehow
I had that happen too. When I took a couple months off, I was like gaining subs. I was like, why? It's like what's going on here? I managed to reach 372 subscribers 3 times this week, because every single time I got to 372, boom, right back to 371. Then boom, next to back to 372. I 3 times.
It doesn't make any sense. And of course, if you look at all the stuff that they have sitting there for your channel analytics and everything, it never makes any sense. Like they'll tell you, oh, you gained this many subs this month. Okay, well, if I gained that many subs, why are subs missing? That nothing about the way YouTube has this stuff set up makes any damn sense whatsoever. And then, of course, if you say something out of line, if you're not following the narrative, well, you're a bad boy and we're going to take things away. Those subs never existed. They're not even part of what you gained. What's going on, Frankie?
What's up, Frankie?
Subs, inches, you get no subs. You gain no inches. All you get is what we give you, and you will like it. Nice.
Yeah. It's like the fucking. It's like, please, sir, can I have some more? It's like that shit.
Really. It's absolutely ridiculous. And a lot of us are sitting here just trying to have some fun on this thing. And, we would like to see the numbers go up for their, for me personally, it's always been about interaction. So, the more people that I've got watching that are interacting, the more fun I'm having, because I get to answer questions, whether it's on the comments or it's on the lives. I get to talk about some of the things that I enjoy, especially, hey, Papa, have a drink, especially if it's Transformers related, because then I get to, share some of my knowledge or, my, as the wife says, useless knowledge about that franchise and have
Wait a minute. You mean you get to pig out?
Exactly. What's going on, CJH Entertainment, man? Good to see you. Shorts hurt. Help the channel because go back to short form content instead of long form. But when there's no short form people actually watching, yeah. And you know what? And I've had this problem a few times, CJH, where subs, were coming on and people were interacting over the BattleBot shorts and the Guinea Pig shorts. And then all of a sudden they dried up, and the numbers that I was getting did not match what I was getting even the week before. Like it was like it fell off a cliff. So then I went back into making regular video content more so than the shorts. And that was doing pretty good for a short window. And then that died off. And then the live streams have always been kind of up and down. They haven't been the same since I first started going old school, like over over almost 5 years ago when I first started doing it. When I first started doing it, I was getting all kinds of people showing up in the chat, and then it's just like, yeah, right off the cliff, whoop, and just died. Now, I've never been able to seem to capture that momentum back from that, for people showing up. Granted, I did do pretty good with like more people showing up for the videos and stuff like that, but it's not where it should have been. I mean, maybe my content creating is just stale at this point. I don't know. I do have things planned that I'm going to change as far as some of the format on the reviews. I'm going to get the pigs more involved. I think I might even have some of the pigs actually doing the entire review. Just have them talking and doing the review instead of me.
Big world order.
I don't know.
Have you ever finished a stream and then once the stream is over, you see you lost subs? Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, I've seen that as well. Lately, I haven't, and that's the weird thing. So lately, after these toy streams were over, somehow the subs are going up. It made no damn sense whatsoever. None. Because it always used to be you do a live and they always talk about, well, lives actually hurt your channel. I'm like, yeah, okay. It doesn't apparently if you're a bigger channel.
Yeah, I thought live was supposed to be good for your channel. That's what I thought. But then again, I'm not a YouTube analyst, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, the biggest problem with the lives and even the videos and stuff like that is notification. So it doesn't matter if you have the bell clicked or not. Apparently, some people just don't get notified.
I've seen so
What's
many
going on,
complaints about
Bone?
the notifications. What's up, Bone?
Yeah, Bone's doing some content too. He had No Man's Sky. He was
playing.
Yeah,
I was watching a little bit the other day.
Yeah. Almost. We're getting there, Bone. We're getting there. People may not like people being consistent with how they package everything on channels, but in order to grow, things have to look nice to click. Yeah. I tried to make a lot of my thumbnails pretty uniform, and it was working for a little while, and now it's not. So I'm going to make some changes to the way I'm doing the thumbnails. Maybe try to make them a little bit more catchy or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I do the greatest toy review videos in the world, but I think, the majority of them are fairly entertaining. And I usually give as much information about the review as I possibly can so somebody can make an informed choice of whether or not they want to pick up something. But apparently it's just not good enough. I mean, maybe I got to do like paint peeling off the wall type reviews, like this figure has movement in the legs.
I don't know. You do pretty good toy reviews, pretty in depth, I think so anyway, You're always like, talking about the articulation and like, the paint application shit. It's pretty detailed, pretty good.
I mean, what I do is I put in the video what I would want to see somebody talking about. If, they're going to mention this, mention that. If there's any flaws, mention the flaws. Are the flaws really going to kill the value of the figure when I go to purchase it? Those are the kind of things that I want to know if I'm going to watch a review. And if that's not what I'm seeing, I don't think that the person doing the review is doing it good enough, especially if they're just going to shill for the company that sent them the toy for free to review.
Well, they got to shill if they're going to get more free stuff, right?
Nah, screw that shit. Yeah, I'll be the dog that bites the hand that feeds me at that one. If it's bad, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to say it's shit.
Look at what Bone says. Put random circles and red arrows in your thumbnail to get more.
Yes.
Yeah, actually put your face like doing the soy jack face. You gotta constantly do that.
Well, I was thinking about putting the pigs in there and having with like the bug out eyes and stuff like that. Like maybe that will get more attention. I don't know. Few
What's up,
random
Tree
lines
Rock?
and circles. Yeah. What up, Tree Rock? Yeah. What is YouTube like? Nothing. CJ just said people like my Dexter videos because I do have that slow monologue voice over, and that's exactly what's expected for that type of content. Yeah, so, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you're doing something that fits with the review or whatever you're presenting, there's nothing wrong with doing it a certain way. Especially if that's what you're good at. So, spin on trailer reactions, just mocking trailers, even if I like it. But
yeah,
I mean,
I have it nice and simple. If I'm watching a movie, I just touch up a movie poster. If I'm playing a game, I just touch up a screenshot of the game.
Right.
Keep it simple. That's what they used to say when I was going to automotive school way back in the day. KISS. Keep it simple,
stupid.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's been irritating me for over 6 years. I think at this point, it's been a long time. I mean, shit. I mean, 2021 when JJ passed, we were already going old school for about a year, and I was doing content way before that. So
yeah, well, you said 2017 or 2018 when you started your channel?
something like that. Maybe even 2016. I forget. It's been so long since I looked. I usually just don't pay attention to things like that. The old one died, Adam.
Now there are two of me. Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
All right, I'll just pop that one out.
Thank you, sir. There. Now things are how they should be. Well, almost. Hold on. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. There we go.
There was that Heart of Eyes trailer I reacted to and just pointed out things and laughed at it, but it looked good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, look, if you're having fun with that stuff, even if it's something you enjoy, why not do it? I mean, there's no rules to this shit. Just because you like something doesn't mean you can't sit there and laugh at some of that shit. I mean, the hell? I mean, how often do we sit there and poke fun at each other on some of these live streams? It's not like we hate each other. We're just having fun. There's nothing malicious about it. So
just here with a big spoon stirring the pot.
Yeah, every single time. And that's the way it should always be. But yeah, I mean, do you guys have anything that you're looking for? I know, Adam, you're starting to dip your toes into like showing off toys and stuff like that too. So I mean, what do you got?
Yeah, I got some really big scores coming up that I'm excited to share once I get everything. I really wish the post office would quit dicking around with the way they're doing things, but apparently in 2025, Indianapolis, which is 3 hours south of me, takes 6 days to get the package from there to here. So they just lost a good $150 worth of shit that I just finally said no, I rejected, because the packages were supposed to already have been here. Like, they're running late and they were supposed to have already been here, and now we're going on Wednesday, right? So I'm like, no, and it's still sitting in Indianapolis. I could have drove there and got all my packages and been back sooner. So I just rejected the packages, and what'll happen is it'll come to my local one in about another 3-4 days, and they're going to have to do their jobs. And if they go to hand me a package, because I don't know about y'all, but if I'm waiting on a package, I'm waiting to see the mailman, because, you know, I'm going to have them hand me that package, because if I'm paying $30 for a figure shipped, you're not shoving that shit in the mailbox or leaving it in the puddle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why I'm anally retentive when it comes to my money being spent and things being sent somewhere. That's why I was blowing you up and leaving you messages earlier when I see what was going on in between all the other stuff and good.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of clowns running the mail over here and delivering packages. The other day, these motherfuckers, they didn't even. It wasn't even for me. They got the wrong apartment, but they didn't ring my bell or nothing. I just opened my front door to step outside, and there was a package leaning up against my door. It was just leaning. it was on the fucking sidewalk, leaning up against my door.
Oh, nice.
And it was for around because the building I have, I'm in the front of the building, and there's an apartment on the side of the building.
Right.
So I had to bring that shit to the fucking side of the building to give it to the right person. But yeah, a bunch of clowns running shit, man.
It's ridiculous. I've had a lot of those, especially the United States Postal Service, where it would go into a main service center, like say Philly or something like that, their Philly hub, and the package would just disappear. Like you could get the tracking and track it right to at the hub, and then it just vanishes. Like it's like the black hole.
It just says it's on to the next location. Look, man, it's gonna go from Indy, so it's gonna go from 3 hours away. Then it'll be 45 minutes away, and it'll take 2 to 3 days to get from 45 minutes away, where my mom lives, mind you, to get fucking here, to get here. And I'm supposed to be like, okay, that it takes almost 15 days to get a package when you're paying the ridiculous prices because it just went up again.
Shipping?
Yeah, well, I was talking about that. I was talking that at the end of the year that the prices were supposed to be going up again, and it was kind of the reason why I've been veering away from USPS and I've been going to UPS instead, because for some reason UPS apparently finally upped their game, or maybe it's just the location I'm using. They got some good people in there, but so far, fingers crossed. I mean, everything that I've shipped out of this one UPS location has been spot on perfect in delivery, the time especially, because time is of the essence a lot of time with shipping stuff, and it's been doing really well, and the prices have been comparable, if not even cheaper sometimes in the United States Postal Service. So it's kind of like, why should I pay more and then worry about if it's going to get there in time? CJ's talking about he's looking forward to Dexter spinoffs. Nice. I'm sorry, Adam, what was that?
Oh, I said, and what shape is it in? Like when I got the one comic I got that's behind me, the only reason it was okay was it was already in a graded protective cover. But the fact that it went to freaking Puerto Rico, it went from Florida to Puerto Rico, all the way north to Michigan.
Well, they were taking the Pan Am route, man. They were supposed to make that left at Albuquerque.
This comic got to go on a world tour. I've never even been to Puerto Rico. This inanimate object got to go there.
For that Ghost Rider to get here, it went from Florida all the way to Puerto Rico to come back, and then come to Michigan. So.
Your package is located in North America. ETA unknown.
I love that.
I'm telling you, man, I can't go anywhere. All I wanted to do was go to Australia and see my buddy Mr. Peabody, but no, 2020 had to happen.
You order something and it goes overseas. It goes across the ocean. Like, what? Man. No. There should be no water involved in this travel.
You want to know what the best part is? Because it's all machines. There's no people. You can't call anybody to stop it.
Nope. Yep. The automated systems are friggin' insane.
And see, I miss the old days when you call up and bitch at somebody about that kind of shit. Like, where the hell is my package? And you're just like,
anybody ever trying to take your man home?
It should have been stopped. Hell, it should have been stopped in Indy, right? The stuff that I'm talking about, because it's gonna go to 3 more cities before it gets to mine, and then for them to read it, where it says, "Do not deliver it. Send it back to the reject." And it even says, because the USPS took too damn long.
This comic is touring like it's a fucking rock band or something.
It arrives all freaking coked out of its mind. CJH wonder shipping things to Canada might be cheap as fuck right now. maybe. You were talking about
stuff to Australia with everything going on with the ports again, with the ports, and it's like it's been nonstop. Like, no matter whether you like it or not, it's true. Australia had this problem back a couple of years ago, and then they had the fires and everything, and then like now I can't. Old Peabody was like, "Oh, I need to send you Tim Tams," and I'm like, "Dude, I'll buy them on Amazon. It's cheaper. I'll get them quicker."
I remember seeing those in a freaking local Walmart one time.
Brother, they used to have them at Target, Walmart, and then I started buying them, and then the SOBs quit carrying them.
Oh, I hate that. You know what the worst, and yeah, whew, it's not as bad as this Christmas. Canada postal office held the country hostage. Yeah, that sucks. When you have a membership at one of those places, like say like a BJ's Wholesale Club or something like that, and you find a product that you really like, a discount in those big giant super family value size freaking containers and everything like that, and you become accustomed to getting it, and then all of a sudden they just yank it for no reason. And it's not something that wasn't selling, it was selling. They just decide for whatever reason they don't want to carry it anymore. And you start getting pissed off. Look, I'm paying a membership to this damn place. I want to be able to come here and get the shit that I want. If I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to be paying the membership, and I'll take my business elsewhere. And I think it's the same thing when you're talking about mailing stuff in these postal companies, because there's options out there. So now it's like if USPS wants to fuck around like they've been doing for years, I just start like I've been doing. I'm taking my business to UPS, and if they fuck around too much, then I'll just take it somewhere else. There's plenty of freaking fish in the sea, man. These companies always got to remember one thing: I don't need them; they need me, because they need my business.
I got one for you.
Oh, go ahead.
So back in the day, you would get 2 for $4 or 2 for $5 for what were family size boxes of cereal, right? Now, the family box sizes of today aren't the family box sizes that I am referring to. And now apparently they have mega box cereals. Now, here's the best part. You know the bags of cereal that are just bags?
Just the bags.
You get more in those than you do the mega box, by the way. So, if you really cared about recycling and the earth, wouldn't you just, they're all in a damn bag anyway, right? Like, is it just me?
Well, you're paying extra for that freaking printed box.
I know, right? Like, and you're getting less. Look, man, like the old school day boxes of cereal, it's hilarious. You go look at what a box of Life cereal is. Stop. That's what a box of cereal used to be. And then look at how much bigger they had to become, and then family sized, and then mega sized. It's like, really?
It's the same thing with potato chips. Like, all right, so potato chips, how the big bags of potato chips where they would fill it with like 60% air to make you think that you were getting a giant bag of chips. But now there's even less chips than there was fucking like 2-3 years ago.
Remember when Pringles were cheap?
Yep. Yeah.
They were less than $1 a can.
Yeah.
You could get, remember when they would be like on the 4 for, you'd get them for like 50 cents a can.
Remember candy bars used to be 50 cents?
Oh, I remember a quarter.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I remember a quarter. I also remember.
My favorite was the Chunky Bar, Tommy, and Slasher. You'd go in there and get you one of them chunky squares and drop down a quarter, and
a chocolate bar could go for $1.50 now.
Shit, I've seen them up to damn near $3 for a candy
regular
bar.
size, right? Just a regular size one, not the giant one.
Yeah, the regular.
Yeah, and Curtis was agreeing with you. The mega box is a mega scam. CJH, at least this whole tariff thing made Canada realize what's Canadian and what's not. Turns out Tim Hortons isn't even Canadian. Yeah, don't tell anyone. I don't recycle other than bottles for money because it all goes into the same landfill. Yeah, I've heard that one too. And what's going on? Glenzer, what up, man? Grape nuts. Always in a small box because a person can only eat so much gravel.
I used to like grape nuts as a kid, and then I got older, and it'd been years since I had grape nuts. I was like, oh, let me buy a box of grape nuts. I'm eating them like, am I eating fucking sand? What the fuck am I
eating? You gotta cook that shit like oatmeal, bro. You gotta let the milk absorb it, then you heat it up with some butter, and then there you go. Or something.
I don't know if my taste changed or they changed the recipe. I don't know.
I highly doubted it. I mean, it was kind of one of those, if you ate it too soon, it was very crunchy. It's probably why most of us are missing some teeth.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure if you take grape nuts and you grind it up and mix it with water, you could turn it into Quikrete.
You could turn it into fucking sandpaper if you glue it to you glue it to a fucking piece of paper. Boom, automatic sandpaper.
I like it. But no, I've got like I got a bunch of new toys, and I've been trying. Tommy, you've got a couple pictures, and just trying to figure out how to set the room up to have fun when we do the Thursday streams. And it's kind of weird being almost 50 and opening up toys for a stream, but like I'm having fun with it. So
why not? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not because I don't really know anything about figures or anything like. All I know is what I've learned from watching Vinny and Tommy and the little bit of stuff that I do watch. So like a minute ago, I was over here. I had the Punisher figure out. And I'm like, well, what happens if I break the hand? And I'm like, oh, look, you can pull the hand off and put a new one on. Giggity. You can give him a new hand. But now you can get like the accessory packs and stuff. And I never ever thought about that stuff till now, having like the Punisher up there where you can get a wired trench coat for like $15-20. And I'm like, that would look cool with some different weaponry, which I need to talk to Tommy in case he has any, because you never know what the pig may or may not have. But yeah, anyway, like, so now I'm thinking of stuff like that to kind of go more with, to do more with the toy streams, because we're all having fun here. And like I said, I did the one stream with Slasher doing the Fun University just on the spot. And then I've been doing the bonfire stuff because it's February and everything was wet. Everything had been frozen, everything. And I'm burning wet leaves and wood because it was almost 50 the other day. A little bit of petro and a match, and you can burn for hours, my man, with cardboard.
It was almost 50 there the other day?
Yeah, just one day. We got one day where it was going to be the warmest it was going to be, and it was like in the 50s. It was warm enough that I was throwing the leaves that were sopping wet, that were covered in snow, and they burned for hours. There's glimpses on the Facebook, and I did have it on the channel, but they probably took it down because of the music.
Yeah, I hear you, Curtis. Like most of those freaking store-bought pretzels are horrible. That's why, if we wind up getting pretzels, a lot of time you wind up getting the ones we go to Wawa, and they usually have those freaking semi-fresh pretzels that they have sitting out on the heater rack. Usually those.
Did you say semi-fresh?
Well, come on, nothing is ever really fresh at any of those places.
Thank you. That's why I said, did you say? I was like, that shit ain't fresh, and you know it. Go to Uncle Ben's if you have one, the pretzel place, or is that just up over here?
Yeah, CJH, it's like you were saying, the voice. I think a lot of people don't like the voice. Me, I don't care because it's Disney. Disney can go suck one. I ain't watching any of their shit because I know they're going to fuck it up. They've been doing it for years. I mean, they're not going to change. I just don't understand.
We needed. That Deadpool Wolverine movie was pretty decent, and I'm done. Like, I didn't need anything anyway. I was already done before that. Just because you did one movie doesn't mean anything. And again, we all have the interwebs, yo. I'm just saying, we're already on the high seas.
I don't care about Marvel ever since fucking Endgame. Sorry, Endgame.
I didn't care before that. I couldn't stand the Guardian.
Blue elephants.
I checked out before then too. I didn't even watch Endgame. I could care less. Yeah, Tree Rock, you're not wrong. Cereal boxes have artwork that attracts the eye of the customer. And Curtis was talking about grape nuts, weaponized artificial rock. And he was talking about the voice. Yeah, it happens. The keyboards play games with us. You know that, CJH. He says he just wants small soldiers. I'm going to have them write up the contract again and make the movie accurate figures. At least have that one fan company continue making them. Yeah, there's a couple. We were just looking at one that was posted on Twitter with Bloodsport figures that kind of look like a cross between like action figures and those old Hasbro WWF figures.
Yeah, they look a bit like the Superstars, the newer line, the Superstars figures. It kind of reminds me of that, especially that Chong Li. That Chong Li looked very like he could be in that wrestling Superstars package.
I get what you're saying, CJH. I mean, to a degree, yeah, but they could do a lot with that. It's just Disney is lazy,
right?
Yeah. New Cillian Murphy movie. Hopefully it isn't Disney. I doubt it because it's boring to a lot of people. You know which one I actually wasn't overly disappointed with that was done actually by streaming service? And I'm not saying it was nowhere as good as the originals, but I wasn't overly disappointed in the Axel Foley movie.
Oh, I completely forgot. This is how out of the fucking loop I am with all new shit. I completely forgot they even did that. What is it, part 5? They're up to 5, right?
No, I think that's 4.
I thought they did 4 a long time ago.
I remember 3, and I remember it stopping there. And then
Okay.
Axel F was the 4th one. Which, once again, there was some shit in there, you know, that kind of leading with the some of the agenda crap. But I mean, it wasn't so heavy-handed through the entire thing that it made me turn it
Beverly
off.
Hills Cop movie? What the hell could they possibly do in a Beverly Hills Cop movie?
The story is based around his daughter that he's estranged from.
Okay. Fucking college student or something? Is she protesting for
She's
college
a lawyer. She's a lawyer.
It infects everything.
It does. It does. It just never ends.
Like the Borg or an STD, they're here to infect you.
Yeah, Tree Rock. Yeah, remember when candy bars were the size of fists? Now they're the size of a finger and made with corn syrup. And you know what? Here's what I do. Whenever I get a candy bar, first thing I do is I'm looking at the ingredients on the damn thing. So is it real, made with real sugar? And I've been finding that if I go to Aldi's of all damn places, I can get like chocolate from overseas, like from whether it's Germany, Sweden, or wherever, and that shit doesn't have any of that crap in it, and it usually tastes 10 times better. Sometimes it's a little bit more expensive, but often it's right around the same damn price that we pay for the crap that we're used to getting, at least here.
You know
what's up, Soul Assassin?
Oh, what's up, Soul Assassin? Aware to the BS modern entertainment. Don't start becoming aware of it. I don't know. It's a couple years too late. 3 Beverly Hills Cop, 4 Lethal Weapons, 3 Indiana Jones. You know what? Nothing is annoying me more these days than them waiting 30 fucking years to piggyback off a fucking franchise. Like they did with Bill. They did it with Bill and Ted. They did it with Beetlejuice. It's just you take too long, you just kill the fucking magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like seriously, if they were gonna do, I thought if they should have did a Beetlejuice sequel, should have been in the 90s. They should have been in the 1990s.
Especially after the resurgence of the cartoon.
Yeah, because the cartoon was like around like 90 or 91, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis, completely agreeing with you on that one. Yeah, I think that the holdover weight is absolutely ridiculous. And like I've said, like if they want to go back to some of these older franchises and they want to build on to them, like there's older movies, and especially with younger actors, like you got Kurt Russell's son. I think you could definitely go back and you could tell that freaking Cleveland story that they talked about in the first movie, using his son as a younger Snake Plissken. I mean, there's ways to do it and not shit on what's already established and not completely take people out of it. There's ways to do it. They're just, once again, they're lazy. They're lazy as hell.
Yeah, well, they've killed my interest anyway. Between the creative bankruptcy and every single actor having to be a fucking activist, it's like, I don't care about your new shit anymore. You've turned me the fuck off forever. And movies is my number one favorite thing. Watching movies is my number one. My number one interest, my number one hobby. Always watching movies. And I don't have that feeling for anything I see new. I just don't have it.
Yeah,
remember when going to the movies used to be an event?
Yeah, it was the thing to do, man.
We talked about that plenty of times. Like I remember when I was younger, like all the people that would get dressed up in costumes and everything and have a good time. That's why when my daughter told me how she went to that Sonic 3 and she was kind of dressed up like Sonic in her pajamas and everything like that, like she got all kinds of freaking looks and everything. Like, oh my God, that's so cool, because people just don't care enough anymore. It's just, it's another night out. You know what I mean? It's not
people
like it's
dressed
not
up with
special.
cardboard boxes as Transformers, Tommy. What are you talking about? They looked at her strangely.
I remember my friends and I We went to go see Ninja Turtles, the very first Ninja Turtles movie, opening night, right? When we got there, the tickets were sold out. We fucking sat in the lobby and waited for over an hour for the movie to end so we could go get the fucking tickets. And we didn't give a shit because we were just there to see the fucking movie. We didn't give a shit how long it took. We were seeing that movie. But that was an event. And they killed it.
This one's for you, Fletcher.
Just the fact that your daughter experienced that, it just blows my mind, because I've literally seen people in cardboard to make themselves be Transformers and Harry Potter from hell costumes and stuff. I mean, like, shit, I didn't even understand because I didn't get into the Harry Potter stuff. But yeah, I mean, we'd get Thursday night off so you could literally hit the midnight showing when they actually played them at 12:01 midnight.
Yep.
Not this 10 o'clock shit. You had to be there at Thursday at midnight.
Did anyone remember when Dick Tracy came out, when they gave out those T-shirts for the midnight showing opening day? It was like a T-shirt with like a printed like ticket stub on it, some shit like that. Anyone remember that?
Sounds about right.
What's up, Trina? How you doing?
What's up, Trina? Hope that you're doing well. Yeah, Tree Rock. Hold on, I wanted to get to these real quick. They don't care anymore because the illusion is gone. You're not wrong. I'll check out some new movies. Actually, look good to me. A rarity, yeah, and that's a problem. Soul Assassin episode 1. People waiting for days, camping out to get tickets. I seen them. Yeah, and you never underestimate the creativity of fans, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people miss. There are no real true fans anymore. Frankie,
what's up, Frankie?
I hate going to the movies on Sundays as a kid. It cramped my playtime, and school was the next day. Harry Potter is overrated, says Tree Rock. And Tree Rock had something to say to you in particular, Slasher. Let me find it again. There we go.
Yeah, well, everything's ruined. Everything. Every single thing. Because they let morons take charge of everything. We used to have smart, in-touch people in charge of making these fucking decisions of what products were put out, what entertainment was put out. But then you hire a bunch of fucking college-educated, quotation marks, morons. Put them in charge of everything. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
We're not going to crash and burn. No.
Nah.
CJH, not wrong. Yeah, a lot of people are more worried about what they're going to freaking get by on day to day. So the movies is like the last thing. But that was the thing. Even in the day when things were bad, when I was younger, a movie, especially one that was fairly priced, like they were back in the day, not the ridiculous price they're charging now. It was that one moment to get away from everything for at least a little while. Just turn it all off. And now you can't even turn it off because they want to put all the agenda shit in all these damn shows and movies. Like, where's the escape from all this shit now? You can't escape it.
No escape.
From dusk till dawn movies, man. Or you would you could go to the mall, or they'd have like the areas that had like 1 or 2 theaters, and then you'd go to the bigger complexes that had more. But we also still had drive-ins and stuff. Like, at least I did in my era. And we still do have a drive-in. It's different with it being digital and stuff, and I don't like it as much. But again, it's still there, and I would have thought that would have had more of a comeback. But we didn't get anything, right? Like, we didn't get a huge surge of new animated anything or new ideas or anything created. We got nothing. And they're trying to recycle everything. And that just doesn't work for people like us that went from...
We still have cocaine, Soul Assassin. Cocaine didn't go away.
Right. Waiting to see something on a TV show, and you had to hold your piss for a commercial because you couldn't pause it, though. You know what I mean?
Remember when watching the friggin' the very first commercial for a movie on TV was an event too?
Yeah. Yep. They would give you something to look forward to, and that's what I say over and over again. Look, when they put out these theatrical releases for these movies that are upcoming, it is their job to try to sell me on it. Their job is to put out a trailer that entices me to want to go see it. When they put out garbage, I'm sorry, I don't care, and I'm not going to watch it. And it's as simple as that.
What marketing teams should be made for, right? To try and entice the fucking audience. But no, we're going to send the message. The message. Well, your message sucks.
Yeah, CJH, that's because a lot of horror still keeps it simple. They know what they're going for, or they're either going for blood and guts, or they're going for like a comedy type, horror. Yep. And there's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, you know what, Curtis? And I think that is a big thing with a lot of fans. People are not really fans anymore. It's whatever's popular is out there. They're like, oh, well, everybody's going to go see it. I'm going to go see it too. And they're not even a fan of it because most of them go to these things and they have no clue what's wrong. Like, especially when you go to see some of these Marvel movies, they have no clue about the characters. They're not invested in them. So who the hell are these movies for? Who are they for?
New audience.
But the new audience doesn't care.
Exactly.
They don't care.
The new audience is invisible.
Well, if the movie flops, the insurance and taxpayers pay for it, and they still get paid. So there you go, because, too big to fail, right?
Yep. Well, I mean, a lot of these movies are getting paid anyway, right out from the jump, because they get these contracts with whatever city or state that they're filming in, so they're getting money automatically, and taxpayers are paying for it. Like that Indiana Jones, that last Indiana Jones 4, Dial of Destiny, that was mostly funded by where they were shooting at.
Yeah,
so they didn't lose
one
money.
Where they made him like a sad old deadbeat man.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Frankie, remember the mall? They're going extinct. Yeah, we still have one mall semi-close to us, but usually when I go in there, it's pretty freaking dead, man. Pretty dead. And people
to a mall in forever.
I mean, you could take, as far as movies and everything else, and you can do combine malls and everything into that too. Like, most people are more than happy to sit at home on their computer and just order shit that way. They're not. Me personally, I like to go out and see stuff, especially when it comes to looking for toys. Man, I like hunting down toys. It sucks when you can't find them sometimes, but I like being able to go say, oh shit, they got this on the shelf. Cool. It sucks if I don't have the money to buy it, but it's that hunt, to actually hunt, to go look something and track something down yourself. I think is more exciting than just, I'll just go on the internet and just find it just like that. To me, that's not. It takes a little bit of the joy of trying to find these things and say, I got this.
That's why the internet was both a blessing and a curse.
Yep. Because half the stuff that I'm getting, or that I have gotten, I can't even double order get for the same price. I'm already paying a couple dollars more just because, and we're talking from month to month, from January to now. And we're only a couple days into February. But some of the figures I got before, they're higher than they were when I got them. So it's like, this is ridiculous. And then you've got the people that hoard it.
CJH, yeah. Controversial take. Star Wars never meant to be huge. It's supposed to be a niche thing that only fans like it. Same with Marvel. Yeah. People used to bully the nerds. Now everyone's a nerd. Yeah. And I know a lot of people like Vinny point to like Big Bang Theory for making it popular.
Yeah, that and Funko Pops.
But once again, I will argue the point that those people that latch onto the shit are not true fans, because true fans don't go into an area and try to change everything about it to suit them.
Absolutely not.
No.
If you're a true fan, you like it the way it fucking is. Well, if someone idiotic takes over, people will complain. But I'm saying, like, okay, for example, what Marvel has decided to do with the Punisher. The way they like shelved him as a character. They changed his skull. They took away the guns. That's someone who doesn't give a flying fuck about the character. And whoever made the decision to let them do that should be fucking not just fired, but fired out of a cannon.
Incinerated. Put him in an incinerator.
taking everything that people liked about the character because he was just like an everyday person and just completely removing it. And what's going on? Zap Brannigan in the chat and George Lucas also in the chat. What's going on, George? So you
we were
Star
talking
Wars,
about
George
Star Wars. Every time we talk Star Wars, he pops up.
Yep.
Curtis Wise, I never liked Big Bang Theory and never liked Funko Pops. I like Big Bang Theory, and I will unapologetically say it. There was things about it, I don't care. You're not going to hurt my feelings. There was things about it I thought were funny as hell, and there were some things that were more than enough to be annoying about it. I ain't going to deny that, but I thought it was funny for what it was. So.
I'd like to tase Sheldon until his eyeballs bleed.
I can't argue with that.
Funko Pops. I don't know, man.
Boo! I'm booing again. Boo!
Fired out of the cannon into another cannon being fired at him.
No, you're not the only one.
Ship, baby.
You're not the only one, Soul Assassin. I can't stand that guy.
Yeah, he was annoying as shit. He was annoying. That's why when he got his in the show, it was freaking so satisfying.
The only fucking thing about Big Bang Theory is Kaylee Cuoco and the other chick.
I remember her when she was on with
8 Simple Rules. The
Jack.
show with John Ritter, yeah, 8 Simple Rules. Her and the other chick, Melissa Rauch.
Yep.
The little squeaky voice chick with the huge tits. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She still looks amazing.
Yep, she sure does.
Still got huge tits.
Yep.
Now Bone said he never watched it. Hey, it's not for everybody, and I would never tell everybody they should go out and watch it. It's just something I got giggles at watching. So.
But see, that's another good thing, Tommy. Like, you like something and you don't force it on everybody. Like, oh, you don't like the Big Bang Theory? I'm not going to talk to you. You're not a fucking asshole like that.
Well, I'm not going to get upset about it either. It is what it is. I will annoy.
Kind of thing happen for decades, man. Like with, I won't talk to you if you don't like this. And then when the world went the way it went, we've been dealing with this shit, and we've been called the bullies, if you will, because we don't move. We're not.
Well, when I was in junior high school, I was you know how many girls made fun of me because I collected comic books? I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, you like New Kids on the Block. Am I supposed to fucking think that your entertainment is gold?
And the way they would swoon over just a poster.
God. Ugh.
A friggin' poster, right? And it's like, you're retarded, right? Like, they can't hear you.
It's like, why would I want to cater to your taste when your taste is absolute dog shit?
When you have no taste, don't you have to have taste in order to?
Well, a lot of that music was bad enough that you had to hear it on the radio 24/7 anyway. But
then you go to school. You go to school and then what's up, manliness? You go to school and there's a friggin' the girls have New Kids on the Block T-shirt, New Kids on the Block folder, New Kids on the Block notebook. Like, god damn, give it a rest.
Manliness says he preferred George a sequel character. CJH, I go back and forth on that one. There are some episodes, Young Sheldon, were absolutely hysterical, but there was like a few seasons that was kind of like, The only thing that was good about that show, it kind of at some point towards the last few seasons, I think it was like season 7, you started getting like humanity out of Sheldon, but apparently it disappears by the time he gets older and they're doing Big Bang Theory.
See, look, we got one right here. Trina. Look at what Trina said. Boo! I'm gonna boo you, Trina. Boo! Fuck Donnie, Jordan, and all the rest of them. All those fucking Boston douchebags.
What?
Yeah, and I heard about this, BH. Yeah, she said, my 12, 15-year-old bedroom was plastered with new kids.
My cousin, oh my god, my cousin, her entire fucking room, wall to wall New Kids on the Block posters. I was like, good god.
When was this? What year? What decade?
New Kids on the Block was like late 80s into the early 90s.
Oh, okay. I overmissed that because I was getting laid. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. That's why I'm like, I mean, I know what you're babbling
I was like
about.
10, 11 years old. I wasn't exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm older than you. That's why I was like, wait, when? Oh, that's why I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, okay, yeah. I remember what I was doing then now.
You know, New Kids on the Block. One of them is Marky Mark's brother.
Well, I mean, I know who he is now, but in the 90s, I would have had no clue who the hell he was because I was listening to metal. But yeah, and again, I was like thighs deep, so you know.
Trina had them on her ceiling. I don't want to hear any more details.
Wait a minute. On the ceiling? Yeah, that sounds about right. But how the hell did you get it up there?
Manliness says Kevin Spacey also prefers Young Sheldon. Oh God, you guys are killing me. The front row NKOTB concert. Oh no.
40 legs and one pubic. God.
It's great because I just figured it out. Like, I remember the wife had mentioned about the dumb kids on the block thing or whatever. So, oh, you wouldn't go on the cruise? I'm sending Trina with her. The two of them can go. Fuck that. No, hell no, I'm not going on that.
Good God's soul says my sister had NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Yikes. God.
She got the right stuff.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah, Family Guy, South Park, and PewDiePie became retards. Got it up there.
Fucking Johnny got it up there.
Oh, the old kids on the block now. Trina needs help. Let's go support her like a big funky bunch hug. My best friend helped me. She was taller than me. No lie. She stood on my bed and put them up there for me. Oh.
Awesome.
Oh, Jesus, manliness. Oh, y'all are killing me. Oh, absolutely killing me. No, I mean, you know what though? I mean, even if you like that stuff, you know, I'm not going to sit here and deride you for your taste, even if I don't like them. Even if I don't like whatever it is you like, I'm not going to deride you, and I will point out why I can't stand stuff like that. But that's about as far as it's going to go. Where some of these other groups will get there and they will sit there and bash on people, and they will turn a chat against somebody. Like, I've seen it. It's pretty disgusting. I mean, that's one of the things that drives me nuts about some of these people in these so-called circles that say that, you know, they're on the right side of stuff. They act just like the people on the other side. Dude, if you're acting that way, you just need to get the fuck away from me. Like, holy shit. There's nothing wrong with some ribbon and some, you know.
Yeah.
Giving everybody some shit for it. But when they get nasty, and I said, I've seen it plenty of times, especially in some of the bigger chats, man. Those fucking people, man, they're fucking savages. Always figured Shawhan was kind of blast. Megadeth, Motorhead, Ozzy, AC/DC, and other metal bands while driving an El Camino. Rock on, you maniac. Tommy, your jokes are cheeky and fun, not douchey like other people. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And if I am getting serious and I'm like starting to really ride somebody's ass, you'll know my whole mood changes a little bit. It's animalistic behavior. Agreed.
I'll be right back, Tommy.
No problem.
Justifiably, usually, though, Tommy, and you usually, so, yeah.
Even if I like you, I will still make fun of you and your taste like Draven is Special Olympian. Oh, no.
That's so Draven. Shit.
Yeah. Without a doubt, people get in that freaking tribal behavior, and that's something I've talked about on my channel years ago. You get these little sects on, it doesn't matter where it is online. It could be YouTube, it could be Discord, it could be anywhere. And you get these tribalistic you get these tribalistic sects, and they're sitting, as some jackasses always like to say, they got their own lunch table. Look, just because somebody might have a group of friends that they enjoy talking to all the time doesn't mean it's their fucking lunch table. It's just people that they maybe they share they share passions with or something like that. And that's usually about as far as it goes. Sometimes, you get real friends. Like I've made a ton of freaking real friends here off of freaking YouTube. And I've talked about that before as well. But some of these people, man, like one thing you disagree with them and you're out at a club. Like apparently there was a club. I didn't even know there was a club, but apparently there is.
Other than the one I'm getting beat upside the head with normally, but yeah.
I go dark myself, but I eventually calm my shit down. Yeah, well, I mean, we all get in those moods. I've had them myself plenty of times where I've had enough with bullshit, and I flip the fuck out. And usually I go on one of my big rants about it. But you know what? In the end, it always comes back to something that I said a long time ago. It's mind over matter. I don't mind because in the end, they really don't matter because they're not affected by every single day. I mean, the only time I really go off on a rant is if it's somebody coming at me with stupid shit. Like I've had a couple of people who were supposedly friends came at me with bullshit and lies and then continue to spill their bullshit and lies. I will ignore 90% of it because it doesn't matter until they start including friends of mine. Once you start including friends of mine, that's when the gloves come off and I'm going to drop some hard facts that they're not going to like. Simple as that. Like Wakandans. Well, yeah, kind of. You own 3 Funko Pops. Oh, Frankie, for shame.
My daughter got me the couple I got, so I don't care. I like them.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure there's a lot of people that are from Canada that would agree with that they don't like Trudeau. I mean,
Trudeau. It's just Trudeau.
Yeah, exactly, Soul Assassin. My table's open all. If you're cool, then we're good. If you're a dick, you can keep on walking. You're damn right. And that's when you queue up Pantera. Do. Respect.
We understand.
What do you say?
We're an acquired taste, so it's all right. We understand.
Yeah, walk on, homeboy. I get insulted too. I'm married. I know what that's like. Wife never stops giving me shit. Let's go clubbing like Tiger Woods' wife that one night. Yeah, exactly. The high school mean girl shit, and there's plenty of them. And like, holy shit, man! Some of them have built their channels on that shit, man. Like, dude, you can see right through your hypocrisy. It's the same fucking group of people you're talking about for fucking years on end, but somehow you're the fucking victim. Yeah, you don't hear them talking about you. I wonder why that is. Could it be you're exactly what you're claiming other people to be? There's plenty of them out there, and it's not one person in particular. There's fucking loads of them. I own Funko Pops, not a bunch, but I think we're on clearance. Yeah, and there was a few I picked up with the intention of giving to somebody, and then I couldn't find nobody that wanted them. One of them was like a G.I. Joe Transformer crossover Funko Pop tin. I don't know what the hell's in it. It could be a G.I. Joe, could be a Transformer, could be one of – I have no clue. I picked it up with the intention to give it to somebody, and then that person said, yeah, I don't want Funko Pops anymore. I was like, okay.
That would be the only way I would ever purchase a Funko Pop if it was for someone else. If it was somebody, somebody that I give a shit about that wanted a Funko Pop, that would be my only way of getting one. I hate those things so fucking much. I really do.
Really?
Trina that we had talked and she had sent me one and I sent it to my daughter because she likes some of the Funko Pops, but she really loves Cthulhu. And Trina had this one she sent that I was able to send her for her birthday. Man, she was so appreciative of that. God, thank you again for that, Trina. Trina knows. Walk. Are you talking to me? This guy with his Funko bobbleheads. We're gonna have to do something about this guy.
How can you hate a Funko juggernaut?
I don't care. I would throw that shit in the fucking Nevada desert right next to the ET cartridges.
It was $1.
I heard there was people talking about.
I thought they were gonna do that with the Funko Pops. I thought they were actually fucking considering that.
They'd probably float.
Yeah, Soul Assassin, that's exactly what they are. This generation's fucking Beanie Baby. You're not the first person to say that.
I just like the Juggernaut, and it's a bobblehead. I've got a Megatron bobblehead and a Wolverine bobblehead. I like the bobblehead. I thought it was funny.
On the Lego train. Yeah, we
I
talked
don't
that.
hate you, Trina. I don't hate you. Trina
How
says
could you
I
hate-
hate her tonight.
No one could
I
ever
don't.
hate Trina.
Not at all.
No golden Trina for you.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They have some stuff that looks cool. It's just not something I'm into.
All right, so
Why?
my friend had, no joke, he had a giant display case. I think I told you about this. It was like 5
Detail.
shelves of fucking Funko Pops, and there were some funny ones. I will say the Rocky 4 ones, they look funny. I wouldn't get them. I'd rather get regular Rocky 4 figures, but those were funny. Seeing a little little cartoon looking Drago made me fucking laugh.
Right.
Manlin says he's got Andre the Giant, Batman, and a pair of Mr. T and Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania. And CJH, yeah, I know. Been there as well. Had somebody call me a backstabber. Backstabber. I'll be right in your fucking face and stab you in the fucking lip.
Like my little tater head. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Those were big for a short window too. Like all the Star Wars ones, shit Disney was pumping out.
Got I've got Marvel and DC ones. I got the Star Wars ones in the Star Wars room behind me. I got so much shit.
Soul Assassin says, careful, Slasher. Trina's a bad chick. Knows Pantera. Most likely has a punk attitude like
I know Pantera too. I bought all their goddamn CDs back in the day.
Right? True friends stand for the front. Like, look, man, I don't want to have to stab you, but you're acting like an asshole. Take this knife wound.
Shove it. 'Cause I ain't working here no more.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've found some amazing stuff at some of those places. Like, I've walked into a freaking Goodwill a couple times, found some shit like, how the hell is this sitting on the shelf? But now they've got people working at a lot of those thrift shops that are wise to the game, and they put that shit up on their own little mini auction houses.
Yep, that you drop it off, they're already looking it up for you got out the back of the car.
Yep.
It was meant to be good, but it's not Goodwill at all. There's no Goodwill there.
Well, that's why I Vinny was talking about Ross, and when I used to go to Ross, they didn't have shit, but he was talking about they started getting GI Joes and all this other shit. And I've been going to Ross every time I have a chance, and I'm always finding something really cool in there. Like, it's just amazing, and the prices that they have at Ross, like between Ross and Ollie's, man. You can go toy shopping on a budget and pick up some really cool shit that you would be paying 2 to 3 times that value at a regular, like a Target or a Walmart. Super fan, where'd you get that potato head character? I've never seen that before. Adam? Oh no, Adam went dark.
Adam, you here?
Kevin Spacey stabs Teen Boys from the rear. I wonder if his internet crashed again on him.
I gotta do. You know what? I gotta drop. I gotta fix something in the kitchen. So.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm getting ready to end it anyway. I was only going to run about an hour or so. So I think I'm just going to end it anyway.
Well, yeah. Thanks for letting me come through, bro.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll give you the. I'll give you.
You don't got to give me the floor or nothing. It's okay. Yeah.
You sure?
It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good, bro.
You got any games coming up soon?
I might do a stream tonight. Might stream a game later tonight.
I will make sure I stay up this time and pay attention.
I got you. All right, guys.
Couple nights I've been dying. All right, man. You have a good one.
All right. Later, guys. All
right. I don't know if Adam's back yet. Oh no, the power of Trina struck Slash's computer signal. That's horrible. Adam, you back, buddy? I guess not. It kind of is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Guys, be sure to stop by when Adam's got something going in the works. I'm sure he'll post it around. You guys check out, see what he's got going on as well. And of course, we will be back on Thursday with the toy stream. Going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to get some more reviews ready and everything and start really digging into that because it takes a few days to prepare for that shit. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Get done with one thing and I'm already preparing for the next one. It never ends. I wish I had more time in the day to be able to prepare for these things a week in advance, but they take time. There's wrangling the pigs. There's getting the video out there and make sure I don't get my big fat hands in the way when I'm actually doing a review. But thank you to everybody that's been hanging in the chat. Every single one of you, Soul Assassin, CGH, Manliness, Frankie, Trina, Cotton, of course, Tree Rock Creations, Lucas. Hold on. I know there was a few more people. That Curtis YZ, of course. Curtis always dropping his link. Thank you, Curtis. Always appreciate that, man. You don't have to do it, but I'm glad you do. Bone for being in the house as well. And everybody else that was here, thank you for coming in, hanging out with us. Could have spent your time anywhere, but you chose to spend it here with us, and it is greatly appreciated. We hope that you have a good one. There's a few people that are going to be coming up streaming. I know ETEP is streaming later on tonight. Don't miss that. I got TerraVision going on. And if you're into, I believe Sporking is doing something on the R.R. Martin, Winds of Fire, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know it, so I can't really say for sure, but I know Sporking is doing something. And y'all have a good one, man. And we'll catch you next time. Later, y'all.
Forget the big string you should spend. Assimilated, but you don't know it yet. Attacking us is not very wise. Our army's growing if we see through your lies.
What we are looking at, good and evil, right and wrong. It's a big world order. A big world order. A big world order. A big world order. Somebody's going to wind up getting their toes nibbled off in here. A big world order. 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 Better hide your toes as we're coming for them. A big world order. A big world order. A big world order.